evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be around this world. I am getting to do something that I have been itching to do for a long time, and that is to jump in and get a radio segment knocked out. This is The Last Scout. You are tuned in to Last Scout Radio. Some of you know me as Choctaw from over at Patriot Soapbox Live 24/7 Radio. Well, this is a chance for us to just sit back and relax, and that's what this segment is all about. Relaxing a little bit, taking a break, escaping, even if just for a few minutes. Bring you a little talk, a little light jazz, just something to get you chilled out. So go ahead, open up another window in the browser, go check out stuff you want to, but sit here and listen to your friend, the Scout, the Last Scout, and just relax. It'll be a nice little ride. A nice little ride. So, needless to say, I've been extremely busy. Of course, many of you know about the pretty violent car wreck that I was in yesterday. And, of course, today, Ancestral and I are handling a very important, tragic life event that took place in our lives on this date 3 years ago when we lost our son. So I just wanted to come in and tell each and every one of you, I do appreciate all the support that you've given us over the last, 3 years. Some of you that have recently tuned in have just been fabulous people to us. And we really do appreciate that. You know, Ancestral and I've got some ideas that we're toying with about doing a one day a week show here on YouTube, doing a live stream, and breaking away a little bit from 24/7, but just something that we want to do where we can talk about what we want to talk about, to where, you know, the people that come into YouTube chat can just sit back and relax, because they really do like engaging Ancestral. And Ancestral is very wise, has a lot of knowledge on many, many subjects, especially those to deal with nature and gardens and animals. I mean, the list is just tremendous. So we're still discussing that, but keep that in the back of your mind. You might go, hey, Ancestral, what about a show with Ancestral, right? Oh, of course, I would be there to help her through it. It'd be a live stream with both me and her. But something for you to come over and just kind of escape all the craziness that's going on out there. But even Patriots deserve a break. Patriots, you know, they push hard. I know you guys push hard. I see a lot of you each and every day on YouTube, trying your best to get the word out, trying your best to grab good information and put it out there. And I know it gets stressful with all the information that we bring you over at 24/7 and the things that I try to do here at Last Scout Radio. I know it keeps you stressed, and it keeps you busy, and it keeps you hopping. That's just the way it is. So that's why we are just escaping tonight, or wherever part of the day it is, wherever you're at. You know, podcasting really has been quite a challenge to do. Those of you that have been following Last Scout Radio for a little bit know that our son, Joe, passed away on this date back in 2015. And he and I had always discussed doing a podcast together, to something we want to do for fun, because we both had great senses of humor, both had outgoing personalities when time required, and we really did enjoy each other's company. And bantering back and forth, you know, humorously between father and sons was always a blast. So Joe had gotten started on doing some live streams, And as he put it, he was trying to lay down the base for our show. We were going to call it the Joe and Pop Show, and just have some fun with it, talk about things. Everything would have been on limits for us to talk about, nothing off limits. It would have been great if that would have materialized, but unfortunately it didn't. But it's okay, because I have carried on the dream that Joe had, well, the dream that Joey and I had, but the dream and making it work. And every time that I broadcast, I can feel him with me. I just know he's sitting there, and always on some days when I don't want to go on there, I just look over and I can see him going, "Let's do this, Pops. Let's do this." Because that's the kind of kid he was. Served his country honorably, did what was expected of him, trying to make a life for himself, and unfortunately, tragedy got in the way. But that is the way it goes sometimes. That is just the way it goes. And it's sad and it's pathetic. And I cannot believe, honestly, that I'm sitting here doing this tonight, knowing what tonight is and what the time schedule was and how it all played out. But you guys, you Patriots, you have really been rocking the boat on YouTube. You've been rocking the boat over at RSBN. You've been rocking the boat on Twitter. A lot of you have abandoned Facebook based on all the underhandedness that's been going on. And you deserve a break. You deserve a total break. Even if it's a short one like this, that's okay. Take your break. Escape. Keyword, escape. And where would you escape to if you could? A lot of people go, "Oh, I'd like to go to the islands, or go down to Acapulco, or go here, or go there." Someplace in the world. I find that my escape is, of course, being out with the horses and taking care of them. But also find that my escape, too, is working the radio, whether it's here at Last Scout Radio or whether it's over with Patriot Soapbox Live 24/7 radio. Those are my escapes. That's where I go. Now, it is stressful, don't get me wrong. It's kind of like, it's not pirate radio, but it is extreme radio. Oh, what's your sport? Oh, extreme radio. Well, can you tell me what that is? Yeah, it's radio that's extreme. Well, what's extreme? Who knows what extreme is? Everyone has their own definition of extreme. I know you do. And your definition may be different from mine, or they could be exactly alike. Who knows? But I escape doing radio. Believe it or not, I'm a very quiet person. When I'm in my community, it's just the way that I am. But when I get on radio, it's just talk, talk, talk. And not much for dead air. I'm not a big fan of dead air. But anybody in broadcasting knows that dead air is the X marks the spot on whether people will stay tuned to you or not. And so I just keep that dead air from happening if I can help it, even when I'm on it 24/7. One of the things that I like to do over at 24/7 is when the stream does go down, of course we got it back up, but YouTube channel, but who knows when that's going to kick in and they're going to have everything up and running. So what we've been doing is, if I've been available to be on air, that I've started a live stream over at my place, and then people from 24/7 come over there. We hang out, we carry on with news or whatever the topic happens to be when the stream went down over at 24/7, and we get the job done there until 24/7 live streams back up. Have a plan in place, right? The audience is really important. I don't know how you instill into broadcasters that aren't not in contact with the audience. I don't know how you get them to recognize the audience. And of course, YouTube is distinct because uh, you had the chat room, and all the people in the chat room are chatting back and forth. They're chatting to the broadcasters. They're, asking questions of the chat room moderators. And over at 24/7, it takes a lot to pull that off. I mean, we have researchers, all that stuff, but we float right along and get the job done. But it's been quite an experience growing through that. Quite an experience. So, anyway, well, I'll talk just a little bit more here on the other side. Go ahead and enjoy a couple of nostalgic commercials and some music, and I'll be back.
Pepsi-Cola, it's the pot, 12 full ounces, that's a lot, twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi-Cola is the drink for you. Nickel, 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 nickel. Pepsi-Cola hits the spot, 12 full ounces, that's a lot, twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi-Cola is the drink for you.
New PF Flyer Adventure, starring Johnny Quest. Something was wrong on the volcano. Race was flashing a message. In danger. Bring rope. Johnny flashed back his answer with his PF magic ring. Coming. He ran like the wind. Lucky he was wearing his PF Flyers, the action shoes. Only PFs have the action wedge built right in, so you run your fastest and jump your highest. There was Race. In seconds, the red-hot lava would reach him, but the action shoes got Johnny there first. Race was saved thanks to Johnny Quest and his action shoes, PF Flyers.
Say, boys and girls, want a PF magic ring like mine? It has a magnifying glass, a secret compartment, a message flasher, and a secret code circle. You get one free at the store with PF Flyers. So get the shoes with the PF patch and get your PF magic ring free.
Vista Patriots. You feeling a little bit relaxed now? Get a couple of those old nostalgic commercials out there. PF Flyers. Oh yeah. Johnny Quest. Well, I hope you've relaxed just a little bit. Man, brothers and sisters, I tell you, it is hard trying to relax. It is hard trying to escape. And I think it's what makes escaping so hard is making the time to escape. But I guess escape has always been a unexpected opportunity to make a break for it, to go break out of those walls for a little bit, take some downtime, take some you time. That's right, YouTube chatters. All of you out there that are listening, take some time, no matter where you're at in the world. Whether you're from Australia, the UK, Malaysia, Thailand, all those places, Hong Kong, Finland, Denmark, all those places that come from all over the world just to hear what we have to say or present it 24/7. But you have to relax sometimes and break out of it. I see you in the chat room and you are just working it so hard, Patriots. But I see you enjoying yourselves too, so that does tell me that you want to, how shall we say, escape for a little bit, even if it's within the walls of the chat room. But it's good to escape. And don't ever underestimate how important escaping is, even for this little bit while I've been here with you. So what, we're like into nearly 18 and a half minutes. And hopefully you've relaxed just a little bit at the sound of my voice, at the sound of the music. You know, all those things that I try to bring together in something like this little short broadcast. And all this little short broadcast is about is just to have a mellow voice, playing some mellow music, and letting you know that you do need to escape. And if you've been listening to all this time, then you have escaped for a little bit, and that's good. So glad you did. You know, there's so much that can be done with radio, and I think that I've tried just about every aspect of it that I can. You know, even a little drama with the total eclipse of the sun in Kansas City. Oh, that video was fun to do. Well, actually, radio was fun to do. So, just trying many things here at Last Scout Radio. So, if you would, if you have not subscribed and you come across Last Scout Radio, stop, take a minute, check it out. You might want to stay here. You might want to subscribe. And if you like some of the work that I do, please be sure and hit the like button. Yes, I have over 1,000 listeners, and yes, I do live stream, but I will never, ever monetize. That is a sworn guarantee. I will never monetize because I do this simply because I think there's a need for it out there in some ways. Could be wrong. This could be flat panned by a lot of people, but that's okay. It's still a creation. It's still an old man getting out there and trying to make something happen on the radio. Just trying to make something happen on the radio. And it's a cool night to chill. Even if it's not cool, it's in the middle of summer, it's still a cool night to chill out. Still a cool night to, how should we say, escape. I really did not want to take up a lot of your time tonight. I know you got other things to get to, and I can appreciate that. I can truly appreciate that. So, hopefully, you sat and listened and heard all this. There's a little bit more left to come for you, but I just want you to know that I think about you guys a lot out there in YouTube land, especially all those in 24/7. and those that aren't involved in 24/7 that come here. It is so greatly appreciated to have each and every one of you here. And never underestimate that I do enjoy what I do here and over 24/7. So take care, and I'll catch you on the next edition here at Last Scout Radio. We'll do this again real soon. Take a little bit of time to escape, relax, have some fun. I'm going to leave you with the rest of the show with a little bit more music. A little tune called Monday Afternoon. I hope you'll enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in to Last Scout Radio. This is The Last Scout, and known to many of you as Choctaw. Love you, miss you, take care, and we'll catch you next time here at Last Scout Radio.